the way that we'll do the workout today, run through some exercises without weights, and then we'll add in weights and or add in the mini loop band to the exercises just to make them a little more challenging. So for the first round, just have your stuff at the ready, your mini loop band and your weights. You don't need it yet. And we'll start with a nice warm-up jog or march. I decided not to wear my sneakers today since you didn't want to mess up the floors. So that's why I'm barefooted right now. Start to lift those knees up higher. And then take it into butt kickers, heels coming up high behind you. And then we'll widen those feet, toes point forward, bending into one knee, bending into the other knee, and just finding that nice side lunge, right to left, right to left. Hey, Courtney, good to see you. Keep going. You've got a couple more. And then either side, I'm going to pause on my left side, turn towards that leg, high lunge, inhale, let's go with the arms up, take it into that yoga shape. And then exhale, drop the back knee, bend the elbows, lift the heart, hand to the mat, lift the back knee, slide the back foot in, find your hamstring stretch. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Maybe lift the left toes off the mat. And then come on through center to the other side, finding your high lunge. Arms lifted, spine long. Drop the back knee gently. Then the elbows, lift the heart. Take a big breath in. Hands to the mat. Lift the back knee, slide the foot in. Find your pyramid pose, your hamstring stretch again. Just shake out the head. Let that day go. And then lift the toes. Take a breath in. Breath out. Turn back to the front. Bend the knees and just let yourself roll up. Last little warm up, just a few more cardio exercises. We have 20 jumping jacks. If you feel like you do different arms, feel free. Nice and wide, nice and long in the arms and the legs. 10 more. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into those high knees again, really lifting those knees nice and high, pushing through those arms. We've got 10. We'll finish with jack squats. Here we go. Jump it out, legs in, nice and wide in that squat, lowering the head, lowering the heels, and then jumping into straight legs. We've got 5 more. Last 2, last 1. Okay, shake it on out. First of our HIIT moves. Again, complete first round of 12 exercises, no equipment. Then we'll go around again with equipment, weights, and our mini loop band. First exercise, coming into a reverse lunge. You can start with your left leg, your right leg back, into a knee drive. Step back lunge, into a knee drive. Super simple. We're going to take 30 seconds. I'm going to use my watch today because my phone is almost out of battery. Here we go. 30 seconds first side, lunging and knee driving. You're finding that nice speed, but also really working to drive through your right heel, squeeze your right cheek so that you can lift that left knee. Core is tight, spine is long. Maybe your arms are like mine are. Maybe they stay at the ready. Time-wise, we have about 10 more seconds to go. Before the other side, we have plyo lunges, that jumping switch lunge. All right, from here, jumping switch lunge. Take a moment, decide which leg you want to start with. Both knees are bent. We even in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, right and left. If you're not feeling it in the joints today, quick step back, nice long spine. That's the mod today if you need it. Breathing in, breathing out, powering yourself up. We have 10 more seconds. You got it. You're going to take it to the other side for that lunge and knee drive. Find the other side. Take a moment. Give yourself a little 15 seconds of rest. Get deep into that lunge. We begin that knee drive in 3, 2, 1. Pushing down, with your standing foot. Again, arm could be anywhere that works for you. We're still moving fast. Even though we're not jumping, we still have that sensation of heart rate remaining elevated. Working hard in a short amount of time, 10 more seconds. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, take a moment. Next exercise, we'll face the long side of the mat if you're on your mat. Either leg can, we're curtsy lunging back, taking that back leg kicking, curtsy lunging back, taking that back leg and kicking. Ideally, you're kicking and returning to curtsy lunge. If like me, your balance is off today, you can kick and step back, or you can kick and step your feet together, then curtsy lunge, okay? Set up curtsy lunge first. Here we go. Kick, lunge. Once again, we're working that unilateral action here in the standing leg. Once again, you decide where your arms are. Are they moving? Does that help you? Or does stillness in the upper body help you more? Core is tight. Less than 10 seconds. Got off my balance there. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, next, before the other side, ice skaters. Today we're gonna go wide, tap the ground, go wide, tap the ground, okay? So think width and jumping up a bit. Decide which way you're gonna go first. And here we go. Yeah. Again, elevated heart rate, moving quickly, using that lower body here. You have 15 more seconds. Then we curtsy lunge and a roundhouse kick on the other side. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, unilateral action. Once again, find your curtsy lunge. We start in 5, 4, 3, kick it in 2, in 1. And again, testing out that balance. It's okay to feel wobbly here. See where you need to adjust. Do you need to take the mud, step the legs together, and then curtsy? Do you need to slow down? Do you need to not kick as big? Do you need to focus more? Last 3, 2, and 1. Okay, coming down in plank. Plank opening up to side plank. So we're finding a plank, we're opening up into a T. You can start with whichever side you want. I'm gonna open the left side of my body on top of my right, and then come back to plank. We have that 30 seconds unilateral, then we'll get into a bilateral, and then unilateral on the other side. We start in 3, 2, 1. So we're really just swiveling on the feet to open up. Whatever your bottom side is, when you side plank, that arm stays firm. That shoulder stays tight. Those obliques stay engaged. We're happy there. Inhaling, exhaling. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next, plank jacks, shoulder tap, okay? We have 2 plank jacks, hopping out, hopping in, shoulder tap right, shoulder tap left, repeat, okay? Belly to spine, here we go. 2 and 1, 2 and 1. And of course, you could be going faster than me. You could be going slower than me. You want to feel like you're going pretty rapidly for your body. Halfway there. And then we have plank to side plank, other direction. Really working that whole body here. Last 3, 2, 1. Take a quick moment. Up for the other side, starting in plank, opening into that T. We begin the move in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Open, tap. Again, finding that swivel in the bottom foot. Maybe you even lift that top leg. Bottom arm drills down. You stack those bones halfway there. If you want to catch some air at the top, you can. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, coming on down. Final round of moves here. We have donkey kick from all fours on one leg, then a bear crawl, then a donkey kick on the other side. So just starting out on your hands and your knees. I'll start with my left leg, but you could start with your right. Foot is flexed. We push up, we pull in. Push up, pull in. 30 seconds. Start now. And just to remind you, when we do this again, this particular move, we're going to have that mini loop band. It's going to make this feel significantly harder, that resistance. So if it doesn't feel super challenging right now, it will, I promise. Keep that belly pulled into the spine, halfway there, working the glutes. Spine stays long, pressing down into the hands so you don't feel like you're collapsing into the shoulders. Supporting low back with the belly. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, for bear crawls, we're going to come to the back of the mat. We're on hands and knees hovered, and we're walking forward and walking back. And it's just like walking regularly. I sometimes mess this up. Opposite hand to opposite leg, okay? So getting that bipedal action in. Find the back of your mat, touch your toes, hover your knees, and here you go. And you can definitely take this as hard. How fast can you go? The hard part about this is not to lift your butt in the air as you move. To keep your back level. If there was a tray resting on your back, we're almost there. This one's a bit of a brain teaser for me, often, and definitely today. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, hands and knees. Last move before we take a quick break and add the weight and the TheraBand or the mini loop band. Find your other leg, donkey kicks, flex the foot. Here we go. And in all of these moves, there's an opportunity to engage the core, right? None of these are specifically core exercises, but inherent often in that unilateral action is stabilizing on the other side of the body, using that core. 15 more seconds to go. Knee stays bent, you're pushing up, you're pulling down. You're not letting that knee tap the ground, it's just that hover. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, take about a minute for yourself. I definitely need to hydrate. Hopefully you do too. Okay, to talk us through the second round. The first 3 moves, we'll use the weights. The last 2 moves, we'll use the mini loop band. So just have them ready. Going quickly over, we still have 30 more seconds. Quickly over the first move. Reverse lunge into knee drive, just holding the weights at the sides. Same exact move. We're just adding in however many pounds you have in hand. For me, it's 10 in each hand of resistance. Same thing on each side. For the plyo lunge, you have the choice to do the plyo lunge with your weights or without. You might see me doing it without, but that doesn't mean that you need to do it without, okay? Don't necessarily do what I do what I say, or the options that you have, okay? We're gonna start in about 5 seconds, so grab those weights, decide which leg you wanna start with that lunge back and that knee drive, and here we go. Again, just letting those arms hang like you're doing a farmer's carry without actually moving forward. Dropping into that lunge, front knee over ankle, back foot stepping far back. You keep going. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, weights are optional for that plyo lunge, that jumping lunge. We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Again, if maybe you start with the weights and you're like, that is not working for me, feel free to ditch the weights. Just know you'll grab them for the second side. Moving quickly, getting that heart rate up. We're over halfway there. And we have that unilateral exercise on the other side. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, other side. Lunge back, knee drive forward, starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So just taking about a half time rest between each exercise. Working hard in those 30 seconds that you have. Driving through that standing leg. You keep going. Finding your breath. Finding your core pulling into your spine. You have 5. And let it go. All right. Curtsy lunge into roundhouse. We will bicep curl and then weights into the chest, kick, come back down. Bicep curl, weights into the chest, kick, come back down. If you have another way that you'd like to bicep curl and kick, and you feel safe doing it, go for it, okay? Decide which leg is going to be moving into the lunge and into the kick, and we start now. As you bicep curl, keep that chest really broad, really proud. Anchor through your standing leg. Again, you might see me stop just because, again, I haven't used my watch, but you are still moving. You're still moving for more than 5 seconds, so keep it up, strong, powerful. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, next is that ice skater. If you want to use the weights, I would hold them at the chest. You don't have to, though. You could do this without the weight. Really check in with yourself. If it hurts your back, don't use it. 30 seconds starts now. Going from side to side. Big, wide jump. You have a mat. You at least have space for that, so use it. Take up that space. Chest still proud. Again, I've stopped. You're still going. You're still going really strong. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? If you didn't use weights, grab them. Curtsy lunge to roundhouse, bicep curl, second side, starts now. The curl happens with the lunge, and then that kick happens. Going really low to really high. Keep on moving. Keep on breathing. You're over halfway there. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Weights, and we'll put on the band as well, just so we have it on. Taking it around the shins or around the thighs. For now, either one will do. I have mine around my thighs. You could have yours around your shins. We're going to take a little renegade row, and then we'll bring that weight down, let it go into side plank. So decide which side you're opening on. That is the side that will have the weight in its hand. So I'm going to open on my left. I'm going to have the weight under my left hand. I find my plank. I take my row. I open up. I lift my arm. I come back down. I row. I straighten my arm. I find my side plank. I rebend. I come down. We're not really using the band, but I want it for the plank jack. So that's why we put it on. All right. Set yourself up. Here we go. Renegade row into your side plank, back down into plank. Your goal is not to slam your weight down at the end of the movement, right? Just as much care as you do to take it off the ground, you don't want to slam it back on the ground. The opposite side is working hard, it's working strong. You have 10 more seconds. Keep it up. You got this. For 3, 2, 1. Get the weight out of your way. Plank jacks. This time you have some resistance. You're hopping out 2 times, shoulder tap. Out for 2, shoulder tap, okay? Set it up. We start in 3, 2, 1. Finding that resistance, going as wide as you can with those feet, belly to the spine, keeping that body nice and long, nice and strong. You have about 10 more seconds here, and then we have that renegade into side plank, second side. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, set up your weight under your other hand. We start in about 5 more seconds. Give yourself that moment. Regain that strength. Set your plank up. And here we go. Row, side plank, row, down. Again, the care you take to row up is the care you take to bring that weight back to the floor. Finding that power in the stabilizing side of the body. We're over halfway there. Last 3, 2, 1. Come down. Okay, slide this band off for the moment. We're going to hook the band around the ankles. Whatever leg you're kicking up with, whatever leg you're kicking up with, you're pushing that leg up and coming back down towards the floor. Here we go. You're pushing up as high as you can. You're rounding through that stabilizing side, keeping that foot flexed, nice and hard. You're halfway there. We'll slide and adjust the strap to shin height for the bear crawls, and we'll take wider bear crawls than last time. You still have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, slide the loop band up to the shins, to the calves. Come to the back of the mat, widen your knees, wider than yours. It's the same bear crawl, we just have the legs a little bit wider than before. 30 seconds on the clock. Starts in 3, 2, 1. Again, we're trying not to lift the butt. Sometimes that's easier said than done. Crawling is always harder than it seems for us adults, right? We intuitively did it as children. But getting bigger, getting longer limbs, harder. We're there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, last move before yoga. Slide the loop band down by the ankles. Flex the foot of the leg that will be lifting up. Donkey kicks. Here we go. Pressing up. And depending on the resistance of your band, you may be more challenged to lift that thigh parallel to the ground. So keeping that 90-degree angle between the thigh bone and the shin bone, keeping that foot really, really flexed. Pressing down in those hands. And always making sure you're breathing. This is our last move before yoga, but we have a sneaky bonus core section, okay? That will straddle the world. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, take that band off. Come to a lie down on your back. We're going to get a little hip stretch while we work the core. Right foot over left thigh, hands behind the head. We have 30 seconds of crunches twisting the left elbow to the right knee. Then we have 30 seconds of holding this shape, lifting the head and shoulders, and pumping the arms. So kind of a Pilates feel to this. And then we'll do the same things on the other side, okay? Right foot over left thigh, hands behind the head, 30 seconds, start now. Remember that for this twist, you're not trying to pull your elbow into your cheekbone. Your left elbow wants to stay really wide. So that's the work here. You're contracting to your right side body to lift yourself up, left shoulder off the ground. We're at the halfway point. Your exhale breath is what's lifting you and twisting you. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head down for a moment. Lift the legs, arms out, pumping the arms 30 seconds. So this is in the world of hundreds, but we're not going to do 100. We're just pumping the arms. If this doesn't feel great on your neck, one hand behind the head, give yourself that support. Keep pressing your belly and back down. Again, we're getting the bonus of a hip stretch while we work the core. Double duty. We're almost there. You can punch those exhales out through the mouth for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head and shoulders down. Switch sides. Hands behind the head. Right elbow to the left knee. Belly pulls to the spine. Here we go. Crunch, release. Again, this is that speed plus good form. So finding a speed that works for you, but we're not going super slow. We're over halfway there. Can you lift your right shoulder more off the ground? Last 3, 2, 1. Head and shoulders down, arms straight. Lift the right foot off. Lift the head and shoulders. Pump those arms. Again, if your neck doesn't love this, support the head with at least one hand. Keep pressing the belly down. Keep pressing the back down. Legs stay where they are. Again, find that stretch. Should feel good, at least in the hips. Core should be burning. We are there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final core exercise. Again, straddling the worlds of HIIT and yoga. We're going to bring the thighs as close to the stomach as possible. We're going to bring the elbows to the knees and then flex with the wrist, so pull the hands towards you, bending at the elbows. We're in crow, okay? We're not going to keep the arms here, but I want you to feel how pushing your elbows into your knees, pushing your knees into your elbows, drawing your belly to the spine, spine to the ground, legs to the belly, feels really active, okay, in the core. You can ditch the arms and bring them by your sides, but we're going to keep everything else the same. Reverse crunch, lifting your low back off the ground, but trying not to lift your thighs. So we're not flailing the legs. That was really exaggerated. We're keeping the legs close, okay? As close to the belly as we're to begin. 30 seconds, start in 3, 2, 1. Again, we're trying to find that tight ball. We may or may not be doing some crow in our practice tonight. So again, this core engagement, this closeness, flexion in the hips, these are all things that are components of our crow and of most of our arm balances. We're using that exhale breath to lift our hips off the ground, to lift that low back off the ground. We're trying to stay tight and compact for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, let the arms and legs go in opposite directions. Taking about 30 more seconds, whatever you need. More belly stretches, hydration, chance to move your HIIT equipment out of your way. Tonight, if you'd like to grab a yoga strap for the yoga part of class, you can. You don't have to, though. Like I said, we'll be doing a little bit of crow work, but we'll also be stretching and moving and extending, okay? When you're ready to, come on into down dog. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips. Walk your hands about halfway back to your feet. It should feel more accessible to drop the heels, but the exact same concept as down dog. Arms extended at an angle, hands flat, head just relaxing between the arms. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Inhale, bring the left hand to the middle of the mat. Slide the right hand underneath the left armpit and grab a hold of the outside of the left leg. If you can bend the right knee to get a little deeper stretch in the outer left leg. Take a breath in. Breath out, release. Other side, left hand to the outside of right leg. It could be low or high. Maybe you bend your left knee. Maybe you feel a little more intense of a stretch in the right leg. Full breath in. Exhale, come back. Walk into your normal down dog. You feel the triangle gets wider at the base. Inhale, right leg lift. Bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, step the right foot outside of the right hand, lizard. Start to shift the body weight forward and back a couple of times. And then find stillness. Left hand stays where it is. Right arm peels up. Easy twist. Find a few big arm moving in one direction and then reversing and going in the other direction. And then right hand inside of right foot. Spin the left heel down. Set up for warrior two. My right foot was really at the edge of the mat, so I'm going to want to scooch it in. You might as well. When you feel like your legs are set, heel to arch or heel to heel to the arm. Look over the right middle finger. Take an inhale to flip the right palm and reach back, reversing your warrior. Stay here, left hand behind the back. It could rest on the sacrum or swivel to the right hip crease. Bending the right knee over the ankle. Keep reaching back, arm extended. Exhale, side angle. Right arm can rest on the leg or come down on the mat. Left arm reaches out. And then half bind here, left hand behind the back to the sacrum or the right hip crease. Spin the chest up, the ribs up. Take one more breath. And then unravel everything. Warrior two to the back of the mat. So just flip those feet. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill the hands down, runner's lunge. So one hand on either side of the left leg. Lower your right knee. Maybe untuck the toes. Inhale, hook the thumbs, reach up and back. Andrea, that deep, open back bend and hip flexor stretch. Exhale, hands to the mat. Pull the right hip until it's over the right knee. Flex the left toes. Inhale, belly comes away from the thigh. Exhale, belly drapes onto the thigh. One more time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Take your weight forward. Plant the palms, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. Really push into your hands and start to lift your chest and dome your back. Hips get higher as well. Pull the left knee in chest. Left foot comes towards the groin. Inhale, three-legged dog. Stretch the left leg to where the ceiling and the wall meet. And then left foot to the mat. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, drop the knees or keep them up. Bend the elbows right by the ribs, chaturanga. Push back into the hands, find your plank. Again, inhale, chaturanga. Exhale to plank. This time, inhale, chaturanga all the way to the belly. Slide the hands wider than the mat. Push into the tops of the feet. Inhale, low cobra with wider arms. Gives you a little more space. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Push into that big toenail. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower down. Hands by the ribs. Squeeze the elbows in, tuck the toes, and lift the kneecaps. Push down into hands and feet to lift into plank, one long line, and back to down dog. Left leg lift. Bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, step the left foot outside of the left hand. Starting the second side, lizard as a little shifting lizard. Coming back to stack knee over ankle, right hand down, left arm up. That big open twist. Find your arm circles in your left arm. Doing a few clockwise, a few counterclockwise. And then bring the left hand inside of the left foot. Spin the right heel down. Again, maybe you need to wiggle the left foot more center mat. And then wiggle the arms big, wide, warrior two. See that focus is over the left middle finger. Flip the left palm, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Stay here, slide the right hand behind the back or to the left hip crease, keep reaching back. And then exhale, side angle, starting out with the right arm overhead. And then bringing the right hand to the sacrum or the left hip crease, spinning open, spinning up, pushing into that right foot. Letting it go, reaching up, warrior two to the front of the mat. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill the hands down, runner's lunge. Lower the left knee, hook the thumbs, maybe untuck the back toes, that low lunge stretch. Opening the heart, stretching the front of the back hip. And then hands to the mat, half split, left hip over left knee, right leg extended. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold, whatever that means for your body tonight. Just keeping the spine long. One more, inhale. Exhale. Taking that weight forward. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Press the hands into the mat. Really start to round the back and pull the chin in. Create enough space that if you lift your right knee, it's not going to touch the ground. There's space. Inhale, three-legged dog. Extend, extend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Two chaturangas on the knees or toes. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, plank. Strong core. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, plank. Inhale, lower all the way to the belly. This time different, locust pose. Swim the arms back by the sides, palms up. Zip the inner legs together. Inhale, feet, hands, chest, and head lift. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lift it up. It's about the lift and the length, both together. Exhale, lower. Slide the hands by the wrist. Squeeze the elbows in, tuck the toes. Before you do anything, lift your kneecaps off the ground. Feel strong in hands and arms and legs and feet. Push up to plank. Push back to down dog. You have 3 breaths. You could stay in down dog. You could drop to child's pose, whatever you need. Just checking in with the body, checking in with the breath. And if, like me, you came out of your down dog, let's come right back into down dog. Hips nice and high. Zip the legs together, lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward. If you feel like hopping, go for it. If you don't, step it to the top of the mat. Ragdoll, grab opposite elbows, let yourself sway and hang. Your knees might bend, your head might be bobbling around like it's on a swivel. And then take the hands behind the back, and this might be where you want to use the strap if you have one, or a scarf instead of a clasp. We'll work to open the chest. Bring the hands towards the back of the head, if you have a ponytail, towards your ponytail, as you tip your weight forward. So your shoulders and hands are reaching up. Your head and hair are reaching down. Take an inhale, chair pose, sit the hips down, lift the heart. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more times. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Release the strap, release the hands. Bend the knees and roll yourself all the way up. Take it slow. And when you get to stand, reach the arms up. Lift the chin up and sweep the arms by the sides, mountain pose. And we'll take just 2 breaths in this really simple but powerful pose. Palms forward, thumbs facing out, pinkies in. Imagine that they're like beams of energy reaching to the floor with your hands. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, chair pose. Bring the hands to heart center just for the moment. Zip the legs together. Inhale, lift the heels high. Exhale, slide your body down. Coming into a toe balance. When you get down, knees are in line with the hips, shoulders are in a vertical line with the hips. And from here, open the knees wide and drive the hands forward. Drop the head, let it hang. Feel the stretch in your groin and in your low back and side body. And then walk your hands about halfway in. Palms are flat. Inner elbows roll forward. We're going to come into our crow as promised. Knees come outside of the arms. You want to feel like your legs are pushing into your arms and your arms are pushing into your legs. So like neither limb can move because there's so much energy in both limbs. Looking forward, tipping your weight forward and lifting your hips. This is where that doming of the back action comes in. Bending the elbows, tipping the weight forward. That is really critical, that weight leaning forward. You could just stay here and feel what this feels like. Core engaged, chaturanga arms, elbows back. Or you could start to lift one foot and then maybe the other foot towards the groin. Take a breath in. Breath out. Bring the feet to the mat as wide as the mat. Toes turn out, heels turn in. Malasana squat. Elbows to the inner knees, thumbs to the sternum, spine long. Take a breath in. Breath out. One more time with crow. Bring hands down. Again, you don't actually have to lift your feet off the ground if that's not what you want to do tonight. Doming the back, pulling the belly in, tipping the weight forward, looking forward, elbows bent, maybe one foot, maybe the other. Take a breath in. Breath out, Malasana squat. Elbows to inner knees, thumbs to sternum, spine long. From here, parallel the feet, bring the hands down and let the hips move. Start to heel the feet underneath you. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, go through your vinyasa. And we were doing those vinyasas with extra chaturangas earlier and different versions of back bends than usual. Stick to whatever vinyasa you like. When you come into down dog, take a full breath through the nose. And a full exhale through the mouth. Inhale, right leg lift. Bend the knee, open the hip. You can stay here. You can move the leg, or you can flip the dog, swiveling the left heel to the left. Bring the right hand off the mat and the right foot behind you. Wherever you are, take one more breath. And then we'll come back three-legged dog. Right leg is straight, square through the hips. Bend the right knee into the chest. Step it forward, high lunge. Open out, warrior two. Inhale. Reverse your warrior. If you like the half bind, you can go right on into it. Exhale, side angle. If you like the half bind, you can keep it. One more time. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two, front of the mat. Exhale, parallel the feet, reach up, and then dive the body over the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Take one more breath in the fold. See if you can find a little more weight in the balls of the feet, like you're going to tip forward. And then heel to the feet closer together. Have your right toes turned forward, your left toes turned out. Lift yourself up and find your tree pose. And it could be your ankle tree, your calf tree, or your inner thigh tree. Hands to prayer to start. Grounding through your standing right foot. And maybe looking over your nose. Forward and down. Taking one more breath here. And then slide that left foot over the right side. The same stretch we did on our backs in that core exercise, we're taking here as a balance. Same sort of half pigeon feel in the hips. If you'd like to stay in the chair shape of torso, great. If you'd like to fold further, you could fold all the way to the ground. We have two more breaths. Slowly come up wherever your fold was. Bring your left knee in front of your chest, one-legged mountain. And if like me, you lost your balance, come back into it, stand tall in the right leg, And then open the left knee out, find your warrior two to the back of the mat, and you might need to really widen your feet. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill the hands down, lift the back heel. Right hand stays where it is, left hand reaches up. This time, we'll come into a deeper stretch. Come to the pinky side of both feet. Lift the hips higher, arc the left arm over the ear, and then exhale, drop the hips as low as you can without bending your right elbow. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Next inhale, find that arc again. And then step into your side plank, left foot on top of right foot. 2 breaths here, and if you'd like to change the leg variation, go for it, or the arm variation. Next, exhale, find your plank, go through your vinyasa. Okay, once again, we're doing the left side, facing the back of the mat, just changing our perspective a little bit. Inhale, left leg lift, bend the knee, open the hip. Remember, you can stay here. You can move this guy around. You can flip the dog, swiveling up and over. Whatever you need, 2 more breaths. Exhale, coming back through. Left leg lift, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee into chest. Step it through. High lunge. Opening out, warrior two, back of the mat. Inhale, reverse your warrior. If you'd like to half bind, go for it. Exhale, side angle. You might want to keep the half bind. One more time. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, parallel the feet. Reach up, look up. This time, goddess squat. Heels in, toes out. Sit low. Bring the elbows or the hands to the inner thighs, and we'll twist over either shoulder first. So bring one hand to the inner thigh. You're going to look in the opposite direction. Take a breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Exhale, take it to the other side. 2 breaths. Unwinding your body, unwinding your day. Coming back to center. Warrior two, front of the mat. Re-parallel the feet, and then folding over. We'll go right into bringing the feet closer together. Left toes point forward, right toes point out, lifting yourself up, finding that tree. And again, it could be a lower tree or a higher tree. And you might have some cats or dogs zipping around your tree. Bring the hands to prayer. Focus your eyes over your nose, finding your steadiness. And standing figure 4, right foot slides over the left thigh. So that foot is flexed and it lobs over the left thigh. Sit the hips back. Remember your 4 might be upright or it might be folded pretty deeply. 2 more breaths. Slowly come up. There's no rush to get up, and if it feels wobbly, if you fall, it's not a big deal. We meet in one-legged mountain. Get your bearings, get tall, open the right knee out, step into your warrior two, front of your mat. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill the hands down as you lift your back heel. Left hand stays, right arm reaches, easy twist. We're going to come to the pinky side of both feet. Walk your right foot more forward. Open yourself up and then lift the hips, arc the right arm. Feel that stretch, stretch, stretch. And then drop the left hip, drop the arms. Pause here, left arm is straight. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Next inhale, push into the left hand, lift it up. And then find your version of Vashisthasana, that side plank. 2 breaths. Bring your right hand down, go through your vinyasa. You have 3 breaths. You could use those breaths in any shape you want or any action that you need that maybe helps you feel refreshed. From here, we'll start to wind it down a little bit. Meeting in down dog, as we often do. Hips high, and then heels high. Inhale, lift the heels really high. Exhale, drop the heels to the right. So you have this twist happening in the lower body. From here, bend the knees, and your heels might lift. That's fine. See if you can drop your hips down, 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 and then push into straight legs and heels come to the left. Start with the twist with straight legs, and then bend the knees. Maybe the heels lift as you twist. Inhale, come back to center. Right leg lift. Step the right foot outside of the right hand and start to slide the right foot across to the left side of the mat. Half pigeon. We are also going to take double pigeon, so we won't be in half pigeon as long as usual. Just 3 breaths. You can take it upright or folded. You can let your breath start to relax a little bit if it's felt tense or challenging to hold. If you took sleeping pigeon, walk yourself on up. Take the weight into the right hip, swing the left leg around. Double pigeon, we're stacking the left leg on the right. So now the stretch will be in the left hip more than the right. We want those shins stacked as much as possible, one on top of the other. Feet are flexed. If this is really impossible anatomically, you could just diagonal the shins instead, like a sukhasana, an easy seat. Hands come behind, tent your fingers. Inhale, lift your chest up. And then exhale, walk your hands forward. And come in whatever depth of fold works for you. 4 long breaths. Noticing what comes up in those moments of silence. Bringing yourself on up. We'll take the right hand out to the side. Left arm stretches to the right. So we're stretching away from the top leg. And then exhale, bring yourself up. Extend the legs. Give them a shake. And when you're ready to cross your shins, if you'd like to just step into down dog, cool. If you'd prefer a vinyasa, take that. And we'll bring it to the other side. Left leg lift. Step the left foot in, left knee to the left foot over to the right. Again, just 3 breaths in this half pigeon, knowing we'll have double, and knowing that we just had double actually on this left side. Folding forward if you want to. Those of you that are folded, bring yourself up. We'll bring the weight into the left hip so we can easily swing the right leg around. Set up for your double pigeon. Remember, if it doesn't work for you to stack your bones, and that's what you're going for if you're doing double pigeon, then you're taking a different shape, sukhasana, where you're crossing your shins, crossing your ankles. Wherever your legs are stacked across, bring the hands behind you, tent the fingers, lift your heart, and then walk your hands forward, fold over those legs. 4 long breaths. Slowly start to bring yourself up. Extend the legs out. Give them a shake. And we'll come onto our backs. And you may want to use your strap. We'll do one more hamstring stretch. Bending the right knee to the chest, either strapping up the right foot, or if you really feel like kind of muscling into things, you can take the first 2 fingers around your right big toe for hand to big toe pose. The strap is hand to big toe pose as well. We just use a tool to help ourselves. Let's keep the left leg long today. Really pushing that left heel down, feeling both legs getting long, focusing a lot on the back of the right leg and then the front of the left leg. Take 2 more breaths here. And then switching sides. And you might choose to use a strap on one side and not on the other. And that's fine. Right leg goes long on the mat. Left leg goes long over you. And remember when we did those reverse crunches where we kept the thigh and the belly really close? That's the same concept as this hamstring stretch, as really any forward fold. And even though we're supine here, this is a version of a forward fold. Torso and thigh are connecting or trying to connect the best they can. If you have the strap, release it to the side. Everybody plant your feet, bend your knees. If you have upward facing bow, often called wheel, in your back bend practice, go ahead and set your hands up by your ears. Know that you might need to turn your fingers out a little bit. If that sounds like gibberish, or you know that that is not what you want to do tonight, I'm going to demo a bridge. Hands by the sides, hands flat, feet flat. Wherever you are, inhale, begin to peel the vertebrae up. Notice if your knees widened or your feet came off the mat. Keep the feet parallel, keep the knees parallel. Take a big breath in, big breath out. 2 more breaths. Can you lift higher, but maintain that equidistance between the thighs? Now on the next exhale, lower yourself down. Bring the knees into your chest to hug yourself and find some rocks on that back. If there are any other poses you would like to finish your practice, happy baby, a twist, another back bend, a plow, a headstand, whatever it might be, go for it. If you feel pretty ready to relax and drop in, go ahead and find that Shavasana. Letting the eyelids get heavy, letting the body get heavy. Just checking in, making sure you're not holding tension in any part of the body, even the toes or the fingers. And coming into that final relaxation. And I'll bring you out of it in about a minute or so, but relishing that stillness. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And let the movement travel all the way through the body into the arms and the legs, to your torso. When you're ready to roll to your right or your left side, and take a brief moment just to pause. And we don't set an intention in this class, but you can always set an intention for your Friday or your weekend. How do you want to show up in this world? Where do you want your mind to be? When you're ready to bring yourself to a comfortable seat, you can have your hands on your legs or at prayer. And we'll finish with just one final breath. Sitting tall and proud, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. The light and teacher in me sees and honors the light and teacher in each of you. Have a lovely rest of your Thursday night. Namaste.